Sports People Hawaii is brought to you by Pfluger Honda.
Aloha everybody, welcome to another edition of Sports People Hawaii. I'm Howard Deshevsky. Coming your way in the next 30 minutes, we'll play in the Sandbox, a new BMX racetrack here on Oahu. With paddling season in full swing, we take a look at the art of crafting the perfect canoe. Plus, did you know this was still happening in the islands? Roller derby. We'll check it out. But first, the amazing story of family, sacrifice, and overcoming incredible odds. An accomplished runner, biker, and swimmer, Kailua resident Amy Harpstrite has finished 16 marathons and all 30 Tinman triathlons. On June the 4th, she completed her first half Ironman on the Big Island, and she did so well she earned a qualifying spot and a trip back to Kona to compete in the Ironman World Championships this October. All this while trying to balance her family life along with her professional life as a pediatrician.
Nicole, how are you doing today? You have anything hurting you? No?
For most people, it would simply be too much to take on. But for Amy, being a wife, a mother of 3, a doctor, and triathlete is easy compared to what she was faced with 6 years ago when she went from doctor to patient.
Shortly after the birth of my 12-year-old daughter, I was diagnosed that I was starting to go into failure, and I gradually went into failure. Was falling asleep all the time. My body hurt so much. I was trying to go around Lanikai Loop, and I was barely able to shuffle around the loop. My legs were so edematous. I was so miserable.
The daughter of a well-respected Army surgeon, Amy inherited more than just her father's love of running and his desire to help others. She inherited the same kidney disease that would be passed down not just to her, but to 7 of her 9 brothers and sisters.
It's a family problem of kidneys, or it's not a new problem, at least the medical side. And athletics is really big in her family, so really just both of those issues kind of people come together.
And now it was Amy's turn to begin the process of finding a kidney donor. A hard road, made even tougher because she proved to be a difficult match.
At least 100 people were tested, trying to see was there someone who was going to be a good match for me. Everyone was extremely high risk, and so I was worsening and worsening.
Finally, despite the fact he wasn't a perfect match, medical advances allowed for Amy's brother Anthony to donate the life-saving kidney she so desperately needed.
And I went from really being barely functional, so anemic, having to take so many medicines to kind of get through the day, to where a few weeks later I was better. 11 weeks later I did the Tinman triathlon and have kind of been going steadily uphill from there with improving and back to better than I was 6 years ago.
Today, Amy is swimming, biking, and running faster than ever, something her brother jokingly credits to his kidney. And while Amy appreciates the humor, she makes no joke of what she refers to as her second lease on life.
It's a wonderful life, whether you have one chance at it or 2 chances at it, like I've been able to have, to be able to kind of make the most of it and really enjoy what you have. For me, to be able to have this transplant where really I'm almost totally normal. I've got a little bulge here where the kidney sticks out. I have to take some medicine, but other than that, I can do everything.
Having to bike and swim and get trained, and it takes many hours a day to get it going. So there's not enough hours in the day, but she's managed to squeeze it all in and still manages to do more things too, and cook and bake and do all the fun things she does.
And now she's on her way to becoming an Ironman.
It's pretty amazing. She's been able to, just a couple years ago, being, you know, ready for dialysis and then a major operation and so on and so forth, and now turning around and coming to, you know, going to be doing the World Championship of Triathlons. It's just amazing. Forget my wife, it's pretty amazing thing. I really don't know how many transplant patients have done Ironman triathlon.
Hopefully, that's what I'm hoping to do. So yes, trying to get past that mental block saying, this is just way too overwhelming, but I think I'll be there, crossing that finish line with a smile on my face.
And when Amy does complete those 140.6 miles of swimming, biking, and running, she knows that from her husband and children to her training partners and family, especially her brother, she won't be finishing alone.
It's been such a team effort for me. I have had family that's been supportive in so many ways. It's wonderful that I have that support thing, and I think everybody who does it has to be able to have something like that to be able to survive. So that's a great thing. So.
Amy still has a lot of training miles to cover before she heads back to Kona. This year's Ironman World Championship is scheduled for October the 9th. When Sports People Hawaii continues, we kick up some dust in the sandbox. But first, another tip to keep you healthy.